Hi everybody, Kyle Lawson from MLive.com here at the Scott Trade Center in St. Louis, Missouri, sifting through the aftermath of Michigan State's stunning 90-81 loss to Middle Tennessee State in the first round of the NCAA Tournament. Michigan State, a number 2 seed, losing to a number 15 seed. Only the 8th time in the history of the tournament that's happened since the expansion, and I'm as shocked as you are. I think everybody was shocked. This is a team that looked built for a national title run. This is a team that had won 13 out of 14 games coming in, was playing as well as any team in the country. This is a coach in Tom Izzo that has not had this happen to him. He's had losses in the tournament, but he's never had a major upset loss. He's gone to 7 Final Fours. He always seems to have his team prepared and playing the best. So, for all those reasons, it was stunning in every way. But while I'm sure Michigan State fans want to look at everything that went wrong for their team, and Michigan State made mistakes. It had turned the ball over. It didn't rebound particularly well. Denzel Valentine did not play his best. To me, this was more about Middle Tennessee State playing the game of its life and doing everything they need to do to pull off an upset like that. They shot amazingly. They hit very difficult shots all day. They got off to a 15-2 start, up 15-2 on Michigan State. Certainly had more energy from the start. And to me, the biggest thing is they did not shrink from the moment. Number 2 team in the country goes on a couple runs, 6 to 8 point runs, and Middle Tennessee State always had an answer. They always went down the other end and hit a big shot, and they always stemmed that tide. It happened 3 or 4 times. Michigan State would cut it to 1. But they couldn't quite get over the hump. And give Middle Tennessee State credit. And I know that's probably not what you want to hear right now, but this is what happened in this tournament. And this is what makes this tournament so popular. These things happen every year. And I wrote this in a column just now for MLive.com. Michigan State had done everything it could for the last 19 years under Tom Izzo in this NCAA tournament to avoid a game like this. But at a certain point, it's going to happen to you. You're going to not play your best and run into a very, very hot team that's upset-minded and is playing the game of its life. And that's what happened. And it's a tough way for these seniors to end. The talk afterwards, obviously, in a very, very disappointing locker room, was about Denzel Valentine, Matt Costello, Bryn Forbes, and even Kobe Woolman. The talk at the end of the season is always about the seniors and what they meant, but I think even more so this year, given these seniors and what they meant. They were the 3 best players on the team. They were the 3 most important players. And Denzel Valentine, I mean, we've said everything there is to say about him. And to see his career end like this, to him, was heartbreaking. He talked afterwards about how he wanted to put himself in there with Mateen and Magic and put himself in that sentence. And for the last 3 or 4 months, he had done everything that you could possibly do to do that. And to go out like this, he didn't score in the second half until the final minute. That was just heartbreaking for him to have it to end that way. So, plenty more aftermath to sift through after this one. But for now, it's a 90-81 loss. Michigan State season is over in stunning fashion, and we'll look forward to the offseason. So that'll do it from the Scott Trade Center here in St. Louis. I'm Kyle Austin for MLive.com, and stick with MLive.com/Spartans for all your coverage.